Hi, thank you for coming. This is a reading of a new short play by me entitled Worship of the Bees and Their Balms, That Sweet, Sweet Honey, Love How It Drips Down My Throat, Hope They Don't All Go Extinct. There are some quotations in this script from Come Slowly Eden by Emily Dickinson and I Broke Up by Shoo Shoo. Additionally, there's some parts where I'm going to ask you to close your eyes because it's where there would be a blackout.
Let me get my light right.
Looking kind of above the camera?
Yeah, you can look above the camera and also in the camera at some point. Let me just get the light right. Ready? Go for it.
Okay, so when I say blackout, close your eyes. And when I say lights up, you can open your eyes. No pressure, just do it if you want. Okay, we have a full evening ahead. Here is Worship of the Bees and Their Balms, That Sweet, Sweet Honey, Love How It Drips Down My Throat, Hope They Don't All Go Extinct. Scene 1. Lights up. One performer is standing on the stage with a piece of paper dressed in a bee costume. There are no set pieces. The stage is either the black box at AS220, or it is this weird sex platform at Art Farm, or if it's raining at Art Farm, it is inside my studio. The performer stands weirdly silent for a bit. The performer begins to read a monologue from a piece of paper. The performer begins to read a monologue from a piece of paper. I am allergic to bees. I also think bees are very wonderful animals. I guess they're not animals. Are they bugs? I might not die if I get stung, but maybe. Anything's possible. Sometimes I think bees are sacred because of this dangerous capacity, not because I want to die. I just mean, aren't they sacred? Actually, though, at the same time, the bee, I guess, isn't really the thing that would kill me because it would actually be my own body, my own immune system closing my own throat until I can't breathe anymore to try to keep something out that isn't actually coming in because it's not actually even a threat. Haha, so maybe that's something to note. It would actually just be me killing myself as an overzealous response to an actually innocuous threat. Ha 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 ha, wow, ha ha ha, wow. Well, yeah, IDK actually though, I guess bees also die when they sting you, so that's sort of sad too. It wouldn't even watch me die. It would be like I would accidentally make myself die, and it would also accidentally make itself die, like a sort of weird, unintentional twin suicide thing. Haha, what? Okay, I mean to suggest that the sound the bees make when they are droning like in a trance is like in the sense that when there's honey on my finger, it is dripping on my windpipe, and I mean, holy cow, what a crazy sound. What a crazy sound. It tastes so crazy, crazy good. How is it possible for there to be something like this in the world? It seems impossible, Should I say come slowly, or should I say don't come slowly? Should I just pour a bottle of honey down my throat? IDK! Sound cue 1, go.
Say it again.
Sound cue 1, go.
Say it again.
Sound cue 1, go.
Say it with more enthusiasm.
Right.
Like you're doing it. You're like, okay, now sound cue 1, go. Yeah.
Sound cue 1, go. Great.
Because it's gonna be like your body language, you know what I mean? Because you're gonna be overdubbing it. Yeah. Okay, sound cue 1, go.
Sound cue 1, go.
Okay, good.
Oh, sick.
I like.
Okay. Scene 2. This is when the other character comes in dressed as a Nebraska ground squirrel, and they start to engage in a sort of dialogue, which is not written yet, but which is they stand here and sort of speak to each other back and forth, etc.
I've got to get you over here because you're going to be on this side and the other person's going to be on that side, okay?
Which side?
This side.
And the other person's on that side?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of them stands here and says something in which, in a way, it's almost like the fingers of an angel of some sort are plucking the chords of their voice. And then the other person stands here and sounds like it's like they're pulling a bow across the strings of their voice until it shreds.
Okay. All right, get straight-faced.
And then the other one interrupts with this sound coming out of their mouth. Or somehow it's like their own voice turns into the voice of the divine, sometimes interrupted by their own voice again. All right, cool, I'm ready. And then this sound comes out of the other person's mouth. And then they say, with whose voice do I speak? And then the other person is like, wow, I don't know, that was crazy. And then they say, And then the first person says, there was a time I was singing the same note over and over, and then the voice was all consuming. My whole head, everything was the note. It was ringing my whole brain out. And then the other person's like, yes. Another voice was singing the note. It was my voice and also not my voice, singing directly into my own mouth and out of my whole head. The whole room was full of the voice and of this note coming out of my mouth. Scene 3, stop the music, blackout. When I hear that voice, I start to feel a devotion which causes me to bleed. It's like many pulsing strings strung together and then dipped in honey and coated in shards of glass and then strung and rubbed between my fingers and along the soft skin of my arm like... When I hear that voice, I start to feel a devotion which causes me to bleed. It's like many pulsing strings strung together and then dipped in honey and then coated in shards of glass and then strung and rubbed between my fingers and along the soft skin of my arm like... When I hear that voice, I start to feel a devotion which causes me to bleed. It's like many pulsing strings strung together and then dipped in honey and coated in shards of glass and then strung and rubbed between my fingers and along the soft skin of my arm like... When I hear that voice, I start to feel a devotion which causes me to bleed. It's like many pulsing fingers string is fucking...
It's okay.
Oh,
you did so good. That's okay.
Scene 6, stop the music, blackout. Lights up. Blackout. When I hear that voice, I start to feel a devotion which causes me to bleed. It's like many pulsing strings strung together and then dipped in honey and then coated in shards of glass and then strung and rubbed the voice. I start to feel a devotion in my arms like bleed. It's like many pulsing strings strung together and then dipped in honey and then coated in shards of glass and then strung and rubbed the voice. I bleed. It's like many pulsing strings strung together and then dipped in honey and then coated in shards of glass and then strung and rubbed between my fingers and along the soft skin of my arm like. Okay, so here we go. This is the big dance number entitled Can I No Longer Speak? What is this divine fucked voice box? At this point, all the actors take to the stage dressed as sexy guinea hens and they begin to perform a tap dance. And so now you can close your eyes if you want to. It's totally up to you. Okay. Performer stands on stage with a piece of paper. There probably weren't other actors in this play. They were just there in a bee suit. Performer reads another monologue as if in a trance. Blackout. I found the body of the bee at wet golden 7 p.m. on the ground on the top of the hill behind the barn. The golden grasses were soft between my numb and bloody fingers. I held the empty vehicle in my palm and my hand tingled. You could see the veins in its wings and its fine yellow fur wet where it had gone to Eden. To place my hands upon its empty body, its honey on my finger and dripping off my tongue, the drone of its voice emerging from my mouth, my own sweetly oblivioiding poison in my own sweet blood. Alright, sick. I'm ready.
Go for it.
Okay. Lights up. The end. That was Worship of the Bees in Their Palms. That sweet, sweet honey. Love how it drips down my throat. Hope they don't all go extinct. Thank you for coming.